where I was 2 months ago. She's gonna die if she doesn't get sober, because the kind of drugs we are doing, people don't live to be 30.
Shannon puts us in touch with her friend Sarah, someone she says grew up just like she did, who started pills just like she did, but who is still using and is now virtually homeless. We're on our way to meet Shannon's friend Sarah. She told us to meet her today at 3 o'clock, but she's been unresponsive by phone, which is not surprising. I mean, she's been using quite heavily, and this place where she's staying is really just a temporary one, so we're hoping she's there. So which one is it? The top left with the border windows. So we're all going to go and see if it's okay with people who are also staying here and go in and shoot. Let's go. My producers and I head up to check things out, leaving the cameras below. Sarah no longer has her own place to live. She doesn't even have her own phone. But some friends are letting her stay here temporarily.
Isn't your calendar again?
We wait a few hours, but Sarah is a no-show. Late that night, my producer gets a message. Courtney, it's Sarah. I finally found a phone to call you. She says she's home now. It's 11 o'clock, and we want to go and try to talk to her while we can, because the one thing I know about addicts, they're not exactly the most reliable people. Hi, are you sorry?
No, we don't.
Oh.
You guys to come here.
Oh, no, but we just wanted to pick Sarah up.
Sarah, come on. Here.
Sorry.
Hold on a second. Hi.
Hi,
How are
I'm
you?
Lisa.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I hope we didn't.
No,
It's
it's fine.
Okay.
They're just they're irritated about it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Like Shannon, Sarah is also a young single mom. She tells me she's been homeless since her mother took custody of her daughter. She's not allowed near the family unless she's clean. How long have you been living in this place?
Like a week.
We take Sarah to a hotel where she feels most comfortable talking. So how did you get addicted to drugs?
This one time I was at a party and this guy gave me an Oxycontin. And every day after that, my habit became like 2 a day on like $50, $60, $70 a pill. And then all of a sudden I just couldn't find them anymore. And ever since that, it was just heroin, cocaine, meth.
What were you like when you were on Oxy?
It's like you feel like Superwoman. I don't know, like it's hard to explain.
So can I ask what you're on right now?
Heroin and meth. It's just, once I wake up, I start getting high.
And what happens if you don't? What happens to you?
I'll get sick, on cold sweats, muscles ache, just anxiety, really bad. So I make sure I always have it.
How are you supporting your habit?
By selling pills, drugs. I mean, people call me for it, and I just know where to get it.
Sarah tells me she was diagnosed with ADD as a child and still gets a monthly prescription for Adderall. But she gets more illegal drugs by selling her legal ones.
I get 90/30s a month. I can sell them for like $10 a pill.
So you can make $900 on that. Mm-hmm. What kind of influence did the Mormon church have on your life when you were younger?
Well, my dad is Catholic and my mom's Mormon. And my mom has never drank, smoked, done drugs. You know, she just doesn't relate to me at all. We don't relate with each other.
Why do you think addiction is so rampant amongst Mormons here?
Honestly, I think that they're depressed or they're hiding some type of issue in their life. You know? They just don't want to be judged by their church.
Dangerous, you like?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A month ago, I got jumped when I was sleeping. I broke my ribs, punctured my lung. I was in the hospital for 5 days. If I don't change my ways, I'm either be dead or worse off than I already am.
We drop Sarah off. While we're winding down, her night is just beginning. Since we aren't welcome where she's staying, we left her with a camera to film her daily life as an addict.
I've interviewed many people about drug addiction, but the difference about today for me was that I spent time with 3 people from relatively well-to-do, affluent places, and all 3 of them in the early part of their lives really strived to do everything right. They wanted to be perfect. There's no such thing.
Find out whose waffles are. Try a new savory bacon cheddar. And new breaded blueberry cheesecake with blueberries and cheesecake baked in and on top.
It is so loaded with blueberry.
Great breakfast, great prices. One knows whose waffles are.
Delicious.
Everything transformed that transport you to 32 intelligence transport system. The Ericsson connected vehicle cloud enables real-time road safety and traffic services. It provides in-car internet and personalized entertainment. Our collaboration with Volvo Cars and AT&T is shaping the future of automotive innovation. Ericsson is enabling transformation everywhere. Welcome to the network society. Some people get to travel. Not to I don't love it. Just a lighter. Sometimes it's the little things that make a big difference. Courtyard, make room for a little fun. I'm going for it, get up. Get ready to see. No, latte or light. Cozy, cool. Exactly the way you want. Until boom. Step up. Your mattress is a battleground of one desire. Enter the Sleep Number bet. Right now, you can save $400 on our most popular bed. She's the soft. Sleep Number setting is 35. You're the rock, 60. And snoring? Sleep Number's easy out and adjustments for that. You can only find Sleep Number store. Right now, save $400 on our most popular bed, plus 36-month special financing. Hurry, it's Columbus Day. No better sleep. Sleep Number.
It's your budget, and name your price will help you find a whole range of coverages. No one else should be offering like that. No one at all. No one at all.
You okay, buddy? I just had a dream that Progressive had this thing called a dream.
Nope.
Sorry.
That thing freaks me out.
He can hear you. Yes, he did. Keeping our competitors up at night. And that's Progressive.
Muscle strains, joint pain, and overwork can hold you back. Introducing SpiderTech, powerful 100% drug-free relief for all your minor aches and pains.
SpiderTech is clinically researched and is ideal for anyone looking to leave pills, gels, and creams behind. As a physical therapist, SpiderTech is my #1 choice for drug-free relief.
SpiderTech is fast and easy to apply and lasts up to 5 days. SpiderTech works with your body naturally to get back to your life through drug-free relief.
Well, what I love the most about SpiderTech is first that it works. Just period. It's amazing. If I had not found SpiderTech tape, I may not have made it to the 11 million.
Basically, you put it on and go, which is fantastic. Anybody that's on the move, anybody that doesn't want to stop, get up and go do their thing, they're going to love this.
Get back into action with SpiderTech, 100% drug-free relief. Get SpiderTech in the first aid section at select Walmart and other stores today, or visit tryspidertech.com for a limited time trial offer.
Within the last decade, the number of pill-related deaths in Utah has increased by over 400%. And this is the state best known for healthy, clean living, thanks to the majority of Mormons who live here. The LDS Church was hesitant to offer an official spokesperson, but one local bishop has agreed to give us his personal views on the problem.
Can you explain what the word of wisdom is?
We believe our body is a temple, and that we should treat it as such. In other words, don't take in things that would defile our bodies, but to take in things that are healthy and nutritious.
So prescription pills kind of fall into a gray area with regard to the word of wisdom, huh?
It does.
I've heard from a number of people out here, there is a kind of pressure to be perfect in the church. How do you respond to that?
You know, I think the gospel of Jesus Christ teaches us to become more like him. And so to become like him means to be as perfect as we can.
Do you get the sense that people in the LDS church are concerned about being judged?
I do think people have that fear. They're scared maybe that their family will reject them, or maybe even, the congregations that they attend, if they find out, maybe they would reject them. I haven't experienced that. I think we're harder on ourselves than other people are.
Utah nearly leads the nation in pill addiction. As a bishop, how does that make you feel to know?
Well, just to know that my fellow members are struggling with something like that, I truly hurt for them. I myself have lost a sibling to alcoholism. It was hard. It was hard to watch that. But I also believe that unless people want the help, we can't, as a church or as friends or as brothers and sisters, can't change them.
Sorry about your brother.
It's okay. It ended up being a strengthening experience. And when people come in and say, you don't understand, I understand. I know what they're going through, and I don't want them to go through that. I want them to have their little brother. And you know what? Some of the people I work with, they are the little brother. And it's a scourge on our society.
Last year, more people in Utah died from prescription pill overdoses than car accidents. More little brothers and sisters, more dads and mothers. This is a new kind of drug war, and the front line is the neighborhood pharmacy.
Are you surprised that pain pill abuse is so rampant in this state?
I am a little surprised just because there is such a large religious community here in Utah. But I think that people will try to find some type of validation through their doctors that, prescription pain medication isn't considered illegal drugs or illicit drug use.
Is there a typical profile of someone who you think is abusing drugs?
There's not. But a lot of time it's how they act. If they get nervous, we look for patients that go really far away from home. Patients tend to go to pharmacies where we don't know them.
Have you had those red flags raised often?
Yes, at least a couple times a week.
Utah is fighting back against the problem hard. There are new regulations on prescribing pills and new ways to track the abusers. But the crackdown has its own deadly side effect. When the pills get harder to come by legally, there are always the illegal options. I'm with an undercover cop who can't reveal his identity, but he wants to show me what can happen when an addict's pill supply runs out. He's taking me to a place right near the temple.
If you're a drug user, it's only a matter of time before you end up in a place like this, the open air drug area.
We pull over to watch the action. The big product here is black tar heroin.
What you'll see a car pull up, a hand-to-hand transaction, and the car's gone. Matter of 5 to 10 seconds.
We're not looking for the players, we're looking for the amateurs. And soon enough, we found someone who may fit our profile.
This is a guy that's not street smart. He obviously doesn't have a hookup. See, there's a hand-to-hand.
Yep, I see it. So probably just asked for something, right?
Yep. And that's the way they tell him to go. This would be your traditional pill head. You've got to get something else. They're so intent on getting what they need. It amazes me sometimes. We were burned.
We can go. This is definitely not a place where cameras are welcome.
Is this something that you would have pictured in Salt Lake City, 3 blocks from the temple? Probably not.
For over a decade, doctors have been prescribing Nexium to patients just like you. For many, prescription Nexium helps heal acid-related erosions in the lining of the esophagus. There is risk of bone fracture and low magnesium levels. Side effects may include headache, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. If you have persistent diarrhea, contact your doctor right away. Other serious stomach conditions may exist. Avoid if you take clopidogrel. Nexium 40 mg is only available by prescription. Talk to your doctor. For free home delivery, enroll in Nexium Direct today.
Diamonds, the jewelry exchange, has half-carat solitaires for $4.99, 1-carat $9.90, 2-carat solitaires for $19.90, and 1-carat studs are $5.99. We have most sizes and grades of GIA diamonds, guaranteed the lowest price. Buy direct, the jewelry exchange nationwide.
Instead of mailing everyone my vacation photos, I'm saving a ton of time by posting them to my wall.
Ooh, I like that one.
It's so quick. It's just like my car insurance. I save 50% in just 15 minutes.
I save more than that in half the time.
I unfriend you.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
15 minutes for a quote isn't how it works anymore. With eSurance, 7.5 minutes can save you with car insurance. Welcome to the modern world. eSurance, backed by Allstate. Click or call. Closed captioning brought to you by InventHelp. Call 1-888-909-IDEA.
People ask me all the time, George, what do I do with my idea for a new product? I tell them, call my friends at InventHelp.
Call for free information. Anthony Bourdain goes in search of his roots in Paraguay.
It was not far away I expected.
Anthony Bourdain puts the known Paraguay tomorrow at 9 Pacific on CNN.
I was having trouble getting out of bed in the morning because my back hurt so bad.
The Sleep Number bed conforms to you. Wake up in the morning with no back pain.
Do you toss and turn? Wake up with back pain? If so, call us now. You'll learn how the Sleep Number bed helps relieve back pain by allowing you to adjust the firmness and support to conform to your body for a more proper spinal alignment. Just look at this research. 93% of participants experienced back pain relief. Plus, it's a great value because it costs about the same as an innerspring, yet lasts twice as long. So if you want to sleep better or find relief for your bad back, call now.
Call 1-800-977-1881 for your free information kit with brochure, price list, and models. Call now and we'll include a free $50 savings card. Call 1-800-977-1881 now for your free information and this free $50 savings card. Call now.
Do you have a structured settlement from a settled lawsuit? Are you currently getting regular payments from an insurance company for that settlement? To turn those payments into a lump sum payment now, call CBC Settlement Funding today. You can access all or just a portion of your settlement.
To learn more about getting your money now, call us at 1-800-835-6091 for a free, no obligation offer. Again, that's 1-800-835-6091.
I'm Don Lemon. This is CNN.
We're 2 hours outside of Salt Lake City in a very rural part of Utah. The population of the town is very small and it's mostly Mormon. Sanpete County is one of the original settlements of the Mormon pioneers. It's like going back in time, a place where people walk to church, where everyone knows each other. But this whole community is being shattered by drug addiction. Last year, the county lost teens, adults, even grandmothers to heroin and pills. Ryan Palmer is a church leader. He's lived here all his life. And just a few months ago, his world was rocked to the core.
We found him right here behind the minivan. And we did CPR for probably 4 or 5 minutes while the ambulance got here. CPR is very grueling. You can tell I broke a few ribs. It's just insane that you have to do that to your own child.
This is the neighbor's driveway where Ryan found Jeremy, where his friends left him after he overdosed on morphine pills.
Have you been back here since his death?
Driven by. This is the scene of the horrific part of what we had Dylan.
This is the last place you saw your son?
Yeah. And Jeremy would have been the 5th generation farm boy. Jeremy started hanging out with me in the shop from the time he was probably 6 or 7 years old. He was my sidekick.
Jeremy wasn't just the pride of his family, he was the pride of the town. Star athlete, Eagle Scout, but few people knew what was going on behind the scenes.
A lot of people out here, I would imagine, would feel very uneasy about being so open about their family's problems.
People are worried about what the neighbors think. The LDS Church lives by a higher set of standards, and if they're living their life in a way that's wrong, then yeah, they're going to do everything they can do to hide it.
Do you know when Jeremy first experimented with drugs?
I know he experimented his freshman year. I know that he tried Loratat, painkillers. He tried Xanax.
Where do you think Jeremy got the pills?
His mother and I had had some surgeries and stuff, and we'd had some Loratats here. I know that his friends' parents had had surgeries.
Why do you think Jeremy felt he needed those drugs?
I've asked myself that question 100 times or more. Jeremy was taught the word of wisdom. Jeremy was a star athlete. Jeremy took care of himself. Where that changed, I'm not exactly sure. I think kids think that they're never going to be the one that dies.
In a town with little alcohol use, pills were what was available, and what started as youthful experimentation grew into something much worse.
He was defiant to authority. He became belligerent, and we could see through in those dimples and those beautiful eyes that, where's our boy, you know?
After high school, Jeremy came to work in the family business, and the problem became harder to ignore.
This is the shop where we worked. Jeremy worked with us. This is where all of this stuff takes place as far as our farm equipment restoration.
And so when Jeremy was under the influence, how dangerous was this work for him?
It's something that you can't take the risk. There's just so many ways a person could get hurt.
Ryan tried to get help for Jeremy through treatment programs, but as things got worse, he had to make a hard choice.
If he is using, then he's a danger to himself. He's a danger to those around him. We determined that we were drug testing, and we did that. And he was not clean, and we had to fire him. Crushed me, because in order for him to respect me, I had to fire him like I told him I would.
Jeremy left home and moved in with some older friends with harder drugs. A few months later, Ryan got the call every parent fears.
My wife Emily took the call, and it was just around 6:30 in the morning. And I told her, this is the call. This is the back one. His friends went to a drug house and purchased morphine and whatever else. He got into trouble breathing. Through the night, they had plenty of opportunities, 6 or 7 hours, to get him some medical attention. They chose not to, and the next morning at 6:30, we found our boy dead under a sheet, dropped off as a piece of garbage because they didn't want to be involved.
This was the day you were fearing most.
The day I was fearing. Then you go through that vortex of what if I wouldn't have fired him? What if I wouldn't have kicked him out of the house? I absolutely feel ripped off that my boy's gone. That we know through our faith that we get to see that little guy again.
Ryan couldn't save Jeremy, but now he has a new mission: to save others by breaking the silence.
Tomcat bait kills up to 12 mice, faster than Decon. What will we do with all of these dead mice? Tomcat presents Dead Mouse Theater.
Hey, old friend,
Hey, Egon.
What's up with you?
Funny you ask. I'm actually here to pillage your town.
But we went to summer camp together.
Summer camp is over.
Tomcat. Engineered to kill.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. It's tough, but I've managed. But managing my symptoms was all I was doing. So when I finally told my doctor, he said Humira is for adults like me who have tried other medications but still experience the symptoms of moderate to severe Crohn's disease. And that in clinical studies, the majority of patients on Humira saw significant symptom relief, and many achieved remission.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
If you're still just managing your symptoms, ask your gastroenterologist about Humira. With Humira, remission is possible.
What do you mean homeowners insurance doesn't cover floods?
A few inches of water caused all this?
But I don't even live near the water.
What you don't know about flood insurance may shock you, including the fact that a preferred risk policy starts as low as $129 a year. For an agent, call 1-888-RAIN-915.
Cutie open. Actually, a whole new day. Can we queue up Aaron from last night, please?
Got it, queuing out front.
Now keep up with me. I want to go straight to the investigation on 360 with Anderson, and after that, I want Jeannie Rose. I want all the updates from the trial, and then I want all the good stuff from New Day. I want Israel, Iran, Iraq, Russia. And if we still have time, can I get some Bourdain? Can we do all that?
Yes, we can.
Introducing CNN Go. Catch up to what you want, when you want, or simply watch live.
All set in 3, 2,
I gotta go. This must stop. Attention patients who have had hip replacement surgery.
If you or a loved one have had a DePuy, Stryker, or other brand of metal-on-metal hip implant and are suffering complications, call the Reliant Group right now.
If you or a loved one have had a metal-on-metal hip implant and needed premature revision surgery, or had blood work detecting heavy metals such as chromium or cobalt as a result of your implant, you may be owed compensation from the manufacturer. Call the Reliant Group at 1-800-231-0721. Did you or a loved one work on the oil and gas drilling rig between the years 1963 and 1985? Do you or a family member have lung cancer or mesothelioma? Or did your loved one die from lung cancer or mesothelioma? If so, you and your family may be entitled to compensation. For free information, call the offices of James C. Farrell 24 hours a day at 1-800-676-7845. Call now, 1-800-676-7845.
Jake Dever, Monday starting at 4 Eastern on CNN.
I've now heard firsthand just how easy it is to overdose. Brian's son Jeremy is gone, and it makes me fear for